What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast brought to you by TVCaptive.com for Once Upon a Time, Season 3, Episode 14, The Tower. This week, Charming is getting a little nervous about having a child. He's getting second thoughts. Rapunzel makes her debut. Hook makes a comment that has fans has fans in an uproar, and Rumple has been moved, but to where? But first, I'm your host, Dom, and with me I have my co-hosts, Rachel.
Hello.
And Flick.
Hi, I'm
I
Clio.
feel like I need to pull something down from my shelf.
That's Queen who?
Oh, God, what is her name?
From
There.
Oh.
For the release of Diablo.
Oh.
It's my thing, Steph.
That's Flick and
No.
right? Flick's the
Yeah, it's the princess.
The
I
purple
forget
chick.
her name.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Me
maybe
too.
we'll see those characters soon.
Oh,
I doubt it.
I know.
They'll never see. So, what'd you guys think of this episode?
It was interesting.
It was really good.
Very heavily
Really good.
Charming focused.
Yeah. So we
I'm
got
totally okay with that.
we got an answer that debunked one of our major theories, which Rumpelstiltskin
Yeah.
is not Zelina's father.
That doesn't mean that he's not the Wizard of Oz.
This is true.
Mhm.
So I should say it debunks my theory,
True.
not yours.
And half of mine.
Well, 'cause you were only incorporating that Rumple was the Wizard of Oz because I had made that comment, but you were still adamant the Wizard of Oz as your own separate theory. So your theory's still intact. Mine is out the window.
Well, the only reason that I had why I think that Rumple was because Elphaba's father was the Wizard of Oz. So.
Right. So another one of our theories was blown out of the water is the house that Rumple was located in was not located in Kansas.
No.
No, but it
But
looked
that's
like
the
Annie
problem.
M's.
It did.
It did look like Dorothy's house.
Yeah, it was. It was most certainly the farmhouse.
Yeah. So did she transport that from Kansas, Oz, wherever that house, the farmhouse was dropped in Oz, right?
Yeah.
So did she transport it from Oz to Storybrooke, or
What was this a thing
house
that was in
landed on-
Storybrooke in the first curse?
I don't think so. We
Then-
don't know. It
It's
was
the house that landed on the witch.
Yeah. But I guess it
wasn't
could have.
there. I don't think it was there at first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember them ever mentioning it.
Uh,
So it could be that. Zelina brought it with this new curse, or maybe it's there because Zelina's now Storybrooke and it's made a space for her.
Could be. Well, she had I think she has a little control over what she brings over and what she doesn't.
Yeah.
gonna kill my animals.
Please don't kill your animals.
Yeah, we don't want you to do that. That'd be very, very, very bad.
Because the cat walked in front of the dog's crate.
Oh, well. Cats do that. They're like, I'm free and you're not.
Cats.
They just like to rub it in. That's what cats do.
Cats are jerks.
So during this conversation that Zelina's been having with Rumple and all this, and goes off on this weird tangent about her father and how she had to shave him, and it got really awkward really quickly. She secretly was doing this to get Rumple's blood. So it seems like she's on a blood collecting spree. Maybe she's part vampire or something. We don't know.
I don't know.
But
blood magic.
Yeah.
why do you think she wanted his blood in the first place?
Wanted to get the root.
To get in the safe.
Yeah.
So
She uses his blood
Mm-hmm.
to get into the safe in Gold's office.
do we know for sure
When she goes to
that
sleep
the
out.
safe was bound by blood magic?
Because
Yeah.
yes,
Well, because, no, I saw her unlock the safe, but I didn't see her put blood on her thumb to do it.
She had blood on her thumb.
Well, the
She
blood-
went like this and like that.
Yeah, she showed to the camera. You saw her thumb was covered in red, and then she put her thumb on the keyhole, and it dissolved and opened the door.
Oh, see, I don't remember that.
Oh,
I remember
see.
the blood on her thumb from when she cut it from Rumple, but I don't remember them showing it again when they were in Mr. Gold's shop.
Ah.
So.
They did.
It's only briefly when she took her
Yeah.
hand out and put it.
Yeah, you briefly saw it as it was going. So,
Right. Yeah.
You weren't paying enough attention,
I know,
son.
exactly.
Sorry, I missed one quick 3-second or less cut that the camera did. I must have blinked or sneezed or something.
But then again, he's mad that, you know, they
Can you ever
changed
forgive me?
Anastasia's, and she was there for only 2 seconds, too.
She wasn't there
Never.
for 2 seconds.
I slammed my mug down angrily, but it's padded, so it didn't make any noise.
So this episode we also were introduced to Rapunzel. What would you guys think of her whole introduction?
I think it was more of a bridge over to Charming story kind of thing. It was just kind of it wasn't really, I don't know how to explain it. It was weird.
It was very different.
It
Yeah,
definitely existed so that Charming could,
Mm-hmm.
you know, have his bit of the story.
Mm.
It's not how I would have necessarily wanted to see Rapunzel introduced, but in the end, she didn't have to get rescued by the prince. In the end, she did it herself, and
Yeah.
Right. So
cool with that.
they stayed kind of true to the new spin on Disney's Tangled, where she's kind of like a little bit of a action hero herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was just
Which is
kind
what I
of
like.
yeah. I don't know.
Took her
Like,
destiny.
the thing I was the most disappointed about was there was no Flynn Rider. I really wanted to see a
Yeah.
Flynn Rider. Why did I get a
I
facepalm for
think
Flynn Rider?
If they bring Rapunzel back, maybe they'll have a Flynn-esque character.
Why did Sev
If
give
they
me a
bring him
facepalm for Flynn Rider?
I don't know. Flynn Rider's awesome.
Yeah, but he's not part of the story. At least not right now.
Yet.
Yet. I don't know. At first, my first viewing, I missed the part where they called it Night Route. So I was thinking the whole episode that they were having Mandrake Route, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah. So
Mandrake.
yeah. So I started having flashbacks to.
Screaming at them.
Well, not necessarily. That's only what that's in Harry Potter. I guess it was in a few other novels too, but I forget. There's some other one that had screaming Mandrake Root in it as well before Harry Potter's time. But yeah, so
Yeah,
the
'cause
Night Route.
everything
Everything what?
No, everything that Rowling takes, she takes from mythology and stuff. There's
Yeah.
always a source for everything she does.
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking that they put a twist on Mandrake Root this whole time, only to find out that it's Night Root, and I don't think I've ever heard of that in anything else. Or
No.
if it was, it seemed like its own little thing that they didn't really steal from anywhere.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a crystal on the inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very, very weird.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I liked the whole thing that they did with that. I liked how it was, Rumple had some locked away, and he knew it was powerful enough to keep it locked away, and blood magic sealed that, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But why do you think Zelina gave Night Root to Charming in the first place?
I think she wants his help. She wanted something that she wanted something of his that, is like a symbol of his strength.
To get his courage.
Courage.
And you know what I think it is? She's collecting courage, brains, and heart.
What about from Dorothy, who longed to have home? She wanted to go home, which to me represented family, and the need
It's
for
what she's
family,
after.
which
That's what Zelina's
very
after.
well could be the baby. I think the fourth item is Snow White's baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's after what she's
Maybe the
gonna have.
babe is Dorothy.
She's after Zilliona's after what she never had.
Right.
So she's
But now
she's pissed off that she never had it. She's pissed off that she didn't get it, and now she's gonna make people that have it pay, and she's gonna take it.
All right. So let's say, all right, she's got Charming's courage. Let's say the baby represents home, family, Dorothy, whatever. So there's that. So we have the heart and the brain. Where do you think those are going to come from?
I think the brain might come from Belle. She's laid the groundworks with being friendly with Belle. So I think brains is coming from Belle.
You don't think it would be her heart?
I think it'd be her heart. I thought it would. Yeah, Belle's heart. She's very forgiving, and she loves Rumple for hell's sake.
The heart, I think, could go one of two ways: either Belle or Emma.
Mm-hmm. But Emma might be the brains.
Emma might be the brains, but I actually agree that it's the heart, because Emma's heart is strong. We've seen Cora couldn't rip it out.
Right.
If her heart is that strong, then I think it's her heart. It's going to be Emma's heart and Belle's brains.
Right. It's Belle's brains. That's interesting.
Brains.
So how do you think Rumple ties into all this now? Because she seemed to get what she wanted from him, and then all of a sudden Rumple disappears. So
he broke out.
I don't know if he broke out or if someone broke him out.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the point.
Because the lock on the storm cellar looks like it was broken from the outside.
Yeah.
Where the lock in the cage looks like it was broken from the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, it very well could have been broken from the outside too. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But that
Maybe
could go from either way.
It might have been Neil.
You think? Yeah, we do know Neil will be back next episode. We know that.
Yeah.
That is.
I no longer think he's a monkey, flying monkey.
A monkey. He's a flying monkey.
Probably not a flying monkey.
Yeah,
I know that's what everybody's suspecting, but I don't think so.
Yeah, now I don't agree with that now.
Yeah. So, what about I forgot to mention. What about Rapunzel? Do you think her Storybrooke counterpart is lurking around somewhere, or do you think she missed the curse?
Probably.
I would hope so.
It would be kind of weird to introduce her for one episode, and then that's the last we hear of her.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be the last we hear of her. She's going to come back in some form or another.
Because even Ariel lasted for a few episodes, right?
Yeah, I mean, when he brought her back, I mean, there was all these people around and stuff like that. So it's not like she's some princess out in BFE no one knows about.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I could see that. So yeah, I guess there was this big uproar, this comment that Hook made to Emma about Emma was upset. Hook wanted to know why. Emma explained that she had her heart broken. Hook made a comment that said something along the lines of that if it was broken, then at least we know it still works. Mm-hmm. And many fans kind of like
I don't know why
outlashed at this.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
They said it was rude.
It's not rude. How is that rude?
I mean, even
if letting you know that it still works, it's still there.
Even though it's rude, he's a pirate, and rude is what he does.
I know.
Rude is what he does.
Everyone's distracted tonight. It's the best.
I know. All of a sudden, everyone needs to be.
Yes, exactly.
Just so nice to be watching.
He's a pirate. I mean, if you're surprised that he's rude, then you need to look up what a pirate is.
I know, right?
What is a pirate?
I didn't think it was rude. I'm just going to ignore you. And
I don't like. I kind of looked at that when the episode and I went, "Oh, that's sweet. Gag me."
I don't think it was sweet.
I thought it was like, oh, come on. These two have to. I am so for Hook and Emma. Sorry.
I was originally going to ask you guys what you thought Hook was going to start, like how he was going to start advancing on Emma now that Neil is missing, but we know Neil's coming back next episode, so I don't know. He seemed like he had his chance. He seemed like he was making the most out of it. It's not like he was standing by idly. But do you think Hook could have done something before Neil shows up to progress things a little bit quicker with him? Or did he make the right call and kind of sit back and just let her know he's still interested but keeping his distance from it?
He's not... That whole creeping, that was not keeping his distance.
That's keeping his distance for him.
It's for him it is, because he's saying I'm still interested. I'm still want to be in the game, but I'm not going to come out and force you into anything.
She would have shut down if he pushed it anymore, and I think he knows that.
Yeah, and that's kind of what happened. Like, he's like getting in, and she's just like, "Oh, nope, door's closed. I'm out."
Yeah.
So I think that was a bad move for him. I think he put her in an awkward situation, and she, walked away.
I think it made her think. I don't think it made her an awkward situation. I think it made her think. You know what?
It made me awkward. I'm out. Bye.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm all about that pirate.
So they found out the Rumple's still alive, or they're assuming Rumple's still alive. They found the spinning thing of gold,
The straw.
Yeah, the straw into gold. They found the strands of gold on the ground, and they're like, oh, the only person we know that could do this is Rumple. So they're like, now, where is he? Where do you guys think he went? If he escaped, do you think that's a thing, or do you think somebody broke him out, or do you think Zelina moved him and just broke all the locks on the way out?
All right,
I think he escaped. I don't think Zelina knows that he's gone.
Whether or not he had help is the question to escape.
Mm-hmm.
But Zelina definitely didn't let him go, because the preview for the next episode, he's running away from the monkeys, the flying monkeys. So,
right.
Zelina, unless she wants to make him run, I don't know.
I don't know. She's kind of weird that way, but
Yeah.
Yes,
we don't know her motives.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of do.
They're all up in the air.
I mean, you can kind of hint at, when she talked to Regina about, basically you had the life that I never had. She's mad. She's pissed off that, her younger sister had all this, was a queen and had all this riches and everything, and she had jack and shit.
What if the big twist this half of the season is that she's not actually evil, and it seems like they're pushing you in that direction, because we don't know what happened. They get there, they get back to the Enchanted Forest, and a year goes by. A lot happened, and it seems like when they first got there, they charged the Wicked Witch. So there was still, I don't know.
No, she went to that castle. She knew whose castle that was, and she went there for a purpose.
Right, she did, but we don't know if it's a malicious purpose.
Oh, I think it is.
Because that could be
She's
the whole
out for things. She's out for what she never had.
But this whole thing with Once Upon a Time is they like to put a twist on something. So what if they take the Wicked Witch and not make her wicked? Make you seem like she's wicked this whole time, and
she
she's
already
really
called herself wicked.
She did, but
twice.
She did, but
I
don't know.
Has a crush on the Wicked Witch.
You think what?
I think he has a crush on her.
Rebecca Mader is a wonderful actress, but I wouldn't go as far as saying that I have a crush on her.
I think it's all going to depend on what the courage, heart, and brains and home, whatever the spell that she wants to create with those things, that's what's going to determine whether she's good or bad. I don't think that we can tell now, because we don't know exactly what she's after.
Right, and like I said, we don't know what happened this whole year, and because we saw them approach it day one. They land there, they make a charge right there, but that's the first day of this year they were there. So
yeah,
a lot could have happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've seen a couple months.
Right.
It's been a couple months, and Charming and Snow are pregnant, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've progressed 2 months ish.
You can see her; she's about 4.
Yeah, and then Charming had the dream of Emma, and it was kind of cool to see what Emma would have been like if she was in Storybrooke the whole time.
That dress, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, very
So-
Cinderella.
Yeah, it had some Cinderella-ness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful.
You know, it was short-lived and it ended up being a nightmare that David was having. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see a parallel timeline, because this is, you know, this whole show is by the writers of Lost, and Lost has done parallel timelines, alternate timelines. Their last season, they showed a future that could have happened as their side timeline the whole time. And I would love to see them explore that in Once Upon a Time and see what it would have been like if Emma never left and was in Storybrooke the whole time, and Regina didn't cast this curse, and this what could have happened in Storybrooke there. I think that would be a cool take somewhere down the line, maybe next season or the season following.
Yeah.
But I think that would have to be the only way that they could do that and have it make sense is if there's a curse that makes them, you know.
Everything
It's all
about
about curses, you know.
Yeah.
Curse that makes them go back, relive if an event were changed. But I don't think that we'll see that realistically, other than fantasies or dreams and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be something that they explore a few seasons from now. But I don't see it anytime soon. But the whole curse thing is kind of getting played out at this moment. This is the third curse in 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Third curse in 3 seasons. 2 of them happened in the same season. So
Yeah.
yeah. 2 of them happened this season. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna keep
Curses!
reusing curses, but
I'd like to know, how did Zelina get Rumpel's dagger?
yeah, that's
How did she bring Rumple back from the supposed dead?
the
I know.
last we saw the dagger. It was buried, or it was carried off on Neverland. The Shadow took the dagger and hid it from Rumple. That's the last we saw the dagger. So we don't know if
No, he killed Pan
that's
with
right.
it.
He killed Pan with it.
oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be cool if the Shadow left Neverland and hid it in Oz?
No, he killed Pan with it. Whether or not the dagger went completely all the way through Pan into Rumpel is a whole nother story. We don't know. They just vanished after that.
Right.
So
Yeah, so I don't really know
And
how she
Rumple's
got that
shadow
dagger.
is a flying monkey.
Rumple's Shadow.
It's a
Interesting.
flying monkey.
Interesting.
Throwing around wild accusations today.
So
It's going all over.
So Charming, after that whole flashback scene, he kind of comes to the realization that he's a little nervous about having this baby.
He's scared.
And it's not for the reasons you would think. It's for the reasons that he doesn't want the baby to have the same kind of stuff that Emma missed out on. He wants to actually make sure the baby has a father, and he feels responsible.
Be a good father.
Exactly.
He's
He feels
scared
responsible
because
for Emma.
He never had that chance to actually be a father.
Yeah, even though it
So
wasn't
he
his
doesn't
fault.
know how to be a father.
Yeah, even though it wasn't his fault, he still kind of
Yeah.
has that resentment of not being a father to her.
He's more haunted by it,
Yeah.
or and he's more probably pissed off that he never got the chance to do it.
So, do you think it's going to go the other way too? Do you think we may have talked about this, but I don't remember now. Do you think Emma's going to have a little bit of jealousy toward the newborn baby having this parent, having a family, so the mother and father, and seeing Charming or David and Mary Margaret being parents to this kid, and Emma missing out on everything that she never had?
I think she might be at first, but I think she's realized that it was the only thing they could do at the time. That's what they could do at the time with what they had.
Yeah. I think that about does it for this particular episode, right? Did we miss anything?
Well, him confronting his fear after taking the night route.
Yeah, we did talk about that it
There's
turned into courage
that
and all
cloak
that.
thing. That was just really weird. That was really interesting. Everyone thought it was the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be her. I didn't know it was going to be him, but
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling it wasn't her.
But that is a cool use of that of the root. What it does, it
Yeah,
basically separates you from your fear,
I like-
and then you have to face it.
I like how in the Rapunzel story, the witch was modified too. That was a cool little take on that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
FYI, I like the evil David more.
Oh, he had a, yeah, he, like,
Oh God,
like I've talked many times of how I don't care for Charming the character, and I've said multiple times it's not the actor, it's Charming that I don't like.
Yeah, because the actor's amazing.
And then you got
really
you got to see when he played the darker version of himself.
Oh, I
The
loved
character
it.
was much more interesting than Charming is.
Mm-hmm.
So, so when
Well,
I say
that's
I'm
how
not a
they
fan of Charming,
I
then I'm
still
not a
love
fan of
Charming.
Snow White because they're way too like over the top pure that it's like nauseating to watch them.
That's just how their character is.
I understand that, so that's why I'm not putting down the actors at all when I say that. It's just those particular characters I don't care for. They're very one-dimensional to me. That's why.
They're not, though.
How are they not?
I've explained this before. I'm not getting into it, but you're not. We've gone over this like 3 times. I'm not going to do it again.
Well, I can understand Snow. I can see your point on Snow, but I cannot see your point on Charming.
They totally... He's
'Cause-
not
'cause-
the prince. He was a farm boy. He is rounded as a character. He's not one-dimensional. I told you I'm not doing this.
It
But,
just seems like he doesn't have a lot
when-
of depth to him.
I
Like,
said I'm not doing this. When they pulled the hood down and it was Charming's face, for a second I was like, oh, it's just taking the face of whoever took the root. And then I was like, wait, what if it's his twin?
Oh God.
That would be super cool if his twin came back.
what was this twin's name?
I do.
Oh,
Jackass. I don't know.
Wow.
yeah, I guess pretty much.
Oh.
He was a jackass.
he
I don't
was.
remember.
He was a jackass that screwed Jack.
But yeah, I thought it would be cool if it was his twin again. Like his twin came back.
Mm-hmm. But I did love that part. I was like, oh, I like him.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm interested to see now where Heart, Brain, and Home is going to tie into the Wicked
Yeah.
Witches collection.
Yeah, I do think the home part, the family is the baby, but the other ones we're trying to wait and see.
I think
Yeah.
Belle and Emma are
But
two very plausible
good.
candidates.
are
But
they...
they're possible findings, but I think it's the reverse
But-
of what you think. So
I don't
Yeah.
think they're going to be the literal things like the brain and the heart. Like,
No,
'cause-
they're gonna
'cause-
be
there'll be symbols.
Yeah, because the totem, as they said, the courage, the hilt of his sword was the courage. So what do you think the other totems could be for brain and heart?
A book.
Book.
I think definitely a book for brains, which is
So,
why I think Belle.
Yeah.
Yeah. A heart.
And heart, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Heart.
Henry?
Hook. Neil.
Ooh, yeah, me Henry.
What if it's Hook's Hook?
I think it's gonna be
Hook's
a
Hook.
person.
What if it's Hook's Hook? Because they went out of their way this episode to point out that he makes any excuse to use that.
Oh.
Right?
But I think that was in reference to being
Him
violent,
using
like going for the violent route instead of the diplomatic route.
Could be. I don't know. I think the hooks might tie in a little more this season than we initially thought.
Maybe.
It just seems like they don't show things for no reason. Like we've talked about this
That's
before,
true,
where
but-
there's very cinematic reason for showing these things, and there's a purpose behind them. And for them in such a packed show to take this moment out to just mention that, it seems like it's going to play a little bit of a bigger role later on.
Yeah, but I can't see it being one of the totems, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Not
Unless-
necessarily, but
Emma makes love to it.
Oh God.
I don't know. But it's a symbol of Hook.
I
It's a
don't
symbol
wanna-
of.
I just got an image of like other attachments he has for that, and I'm just like, oh God.
Oh no! No, not like that! No!
No. I need a drink.
Wow,
goodness.
you went there.
I
No,
did
but I
good.
just mean like, because we know that Hook loves Emma.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that he's gonna be Hart, and if he is,
You think
that
he's gonna be?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be Hart, and the hook is his totem, so to speak. Like the sword is Charming's totem.
That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
So that's why I think
Okay.
I think the hook will represent Hart in this
Very
possible
plausible.
scenario.
All right. Good explanation. I can dig it.
Yeah. See.
I can dig it.
See. Don't dismiss me so quickly. Two-dimensional Clio.
I'm not. Did not
Just
understand.
ignore him. We all do.
I'm used to it. I can ignore it
I'm
all
gonna
the time.
write you a whole article for TV Captive about why Charming.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do
Do
it.
it.
I will read that and promote it like no other.
Excellent.
Because I need to be persuaded that they are not two-dimensional characters.
Okay. All right. Done.
So we will be looking for that article on tvcaptive.com. Next episode is called Quiet Minds. And in it, Neil finds himself back in Storybrooke and yearns for a way to reconnect with his son Henry, whose memories of his father are gone, while also trying to find his own father, Rumpelstiltskin, whom he has just learned is alive and missing. And Regina discovers a connection with Robin Hood.
So there we go. Neil didn't help him break out, so Rumpel must have broken out on his own.
Okay, so Neil was not involved, but the key part is Neil finds himself back in Storybrooke. So
yeah,
he wasn't here this whole time. He wasn't somewhere, whatever. He is just showing up now to Storybrooke. So where do you think he was?
They could have went, a couple days ago, kind of thing.
Well, right, but so he wasn't here with this curse is my point. When the curse rolled over, he wasn't there. So where has he been this whole time?
Don't know.
Yeah.
The last we saw him,
Doesn't know.
He was in Storybrooke, right? And then we know he went back to the Enchanted Forest, and he had a conversation with Hook. But we don't know where he went.
Maybe he went to Rumpel's castle.
Well, I feel like we're gonna get some, like the flashbacks that we get to the Enchanted Forest are gonna be of Neil.
Yeah.
So I think those questions are gonna be answered in this episode.
I want them to answer the question where Hook was, because he won't answer those.
No, he won't. That jerk.
Do you think he went back to Neverland?
Neverland doesn't exist anymore.
Or do we think it doesn't exist anymore?
I don't know. Maybe he was with Neil.
Maybe he said really loudly, "I do believe in fairies," and
Tinkerbell came. Okay.
Tinkerbell came back to life.
I don't think she's dead though.
Yeah, I know she's not, but this is what happens in the play.
Clap if you believe in fairies. So it says, meanwhile, in the fairy tale land that was over the past year, agonizing over the death of his father, Neil, with the help of Belle and the enchanted candelabra Lumiere, attempts to find a magical solution to bring back Rumpelstiltskin from the dead.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
So they did go back to Rumpel's house. And I can't wait for the
Belle is smart enough to know not to try to bring someone back from the dead. What the hell?
I think it was last episode you were arguing that Belle would never do that, right?
No, I was arguing
that Alice.
Was something else.
It was Alice.
Yeah, it was Wonderland.
It was on our Wonderland podcast, yeah.
Although apparently I'm wrong about a lot of things.
So Belle was looking for a possible solution to bring him back from the dead. So do you think it was Belle and Lumiere now that they resurrected Rumpelstiltskin and just have no memories of doing that? Because their memories were wiped? Or do you think it was Zelena?
I still think it's Zelena, because Rumpel says to her, "You should never have brought me back." But then again, he is not stable at all.
No.
So
that's an understatement.
He seemed more like Mr. Gold this particular episode than he did last week's.
He's still
he's still batshit crazy, but
he's new. He's new. He's not Rumpel. He's not Gold. He's somewhere
in the middle.
He's somewhere that way.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah.
Bluebirds fly.
somewhere.
I'm still waiting for the Regina Hood romance to start.
Well, we're getting it next episode.
Oh, yes, I know.
You said Regina discovers a possible connection with Robin Hood, so.
She'll see his tattoo.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. She needs to see the tattoo.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting
She will.
for him to take off his gloves or something and be like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Yes.
we're such girls.
I know.
Speak for yourself.
I am speaking for myself and for you.
You gushing
You're
over
pretty
the Wicked
princess.
Witch. Don't,
I know,
don't
right?
say you're
I'm
not.
gushing over the Wicked Witch.
It's the
Yeah,
green.
you are.
No.
It's the green skin.
It's the green skin. I love the glitter.
It's a sparkling green skin.
He has to have the glitter all over.
I'm coming next episode. There's going to be green glitter all over my face. I'm just going to get hot glue gun and glitter, and it's going to happen.
Or you could just visit a strip club.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I may come dress up as the Wicked Witch one day for this podcast. It's not a bad idea.
And your little cat, too.
Yeah. Oh, the cat. I have a witch's hat. Done. We're good. Done.
Poor cat.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
No.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Savannah17. Short donor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Clio, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter and Tumblr and Pinterest and Instagram, and you can find me on Twitch at the Cliomoto.
And you can find me at Phenomedom, Phenomedom.
Phenomenon. Teamwork!
You can find us all on Twitter, YouTube, Gmail, G+, and Facebook on /ASOTV podcast. Make sure to follow us, like, subscribe, comment, all the fun goodies, and leave us some feedback. Let us know what you did, what you liked, what you didn't like, what we missed, or just straight up
Leave us questions on our Facebook and shit.
Or what would other things you'd like us to cover as well. Check us out. We got some more podcasts from for some of your favorite TV shows. I know upcoming we will have season finale for Pretty Little Liars coming up. We have a series finale for Psych coming up, as well as we'll have one for the Captain America movie as well. So stay tuned. But until next week, we'll see you guys later.
Your turn.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?